from David Mencer, Israeli government spokesperson, who joins me live. Good morning to you, David.
Good morning, Matthew.
Did the Iron Dome system work?
Yes, the Iron Dome has a phenomenal track record in shooting down these Hezbollah rockets. We normally get to around 90% of them. It's a miraculous innovation that we've created in cooperation with our allies in the US. And it provides protection for this country. But of course, not every single one of these rockets is taken out. And just one rocket landing in an Israeli town, or even in an Israeli town, the Druze town, which was hit last Saturday afternoon at 6:18 p.m., killed, literally blew to bits 12 Druze children. I happened to visit that village on Tuesday, the day after the Prime Minister, and I saw it for myself. Those children had a very, very short time from the air raid siren to being able to get to the bomb shelter. They were playing football. The air raid siren went off. One of them managed to get into the bomb shelter, which is right alongside the football pitch by design. But unfortunately, 12 children were literally blown to bits, and I saw the effects and I met their families. So look, no one should be under any illusion. These rockets fired at us are designed to kill. We managed to shoot many of them out of the sky.
Did Israel assassinate Ismail Haniyeh?
So I can't comment on that issue, but what I can tell you is that
it's kind of relevant, isn't it? It's kind of weird that, he might be killed in another country, because where I'm leading with this, David, is Israel is finding itself now facing war on many fronts, and that must be a great concern for the Israeli people.
It is of great concern about people, because this country was set up as a safe haven for Jewish people and also the people that wanted to live here with us in peace 76 years ago. But obviously we've got a 3,000-year heritage of connection to this land. It was designed precisely for the reason to get us away, to get Jewish people away from the myriad of centuries of anti-Semitism.
If you do kill political leaders in other countries, sovereign nations, there are going to be consequences, aren't there?
So, Matthew, there are consequences when this country was invaded on October the 7th.
Oh, I understand that. But
Matthew, this is important. If you allow me to talk, you invited me on. There are consequences when Hezbollah fires 7,000 rockets at us. There are consequences when the Iranian axis of terror kidnaps 115 remaining of our people. There are consequences.
These were things done to you, and then you go into Iran, a sovereign nation, and that's my point. I totally agree with all the case you've just made, but by going, if you'll allow me, it's a conversation, not a monologue, David.
Sure.
So if Israel did take out Hamas political leader in a sovereign nation, that is different from having Hamas attack you from a occupied territory. It is different. You're in a sovereign nation, and that's what I mean by you're increasing the likelihood of attacks on different fronts.
So let me educate you, Matthew, if I may.
Please do, sir.
Well, far be it from me to be disrespectful, but every terror which faces Israel, and it is a stranglehold of terror which we're facing here, comes from Iran. And they don't hide it. This is not something which is top secret. They say very, very clearly, we're fighting this war on 7 fronts. We've got at least 7 enemies facing us. It is Hezbollah, it is Hamas, it is the Houthis, it is the Shia militias in Iraq, it is attacks from the Red Sea, it is also attacks from Judea and Samaria in the West Bank. All of it has the common denominator of Iran. Now, as I said, I can't comment on that issue of Haniyeh, but what I can tell you is that the Israeli government, and for this, the Israeli people are full square behind Israel's government. We have a responsibility to destroy this terrorist organization.
I have to say I was deeply moved by your sentiments for those poor children killed by the bomb that landed. I really was very moved by that. And I just wondered if you have similar feelings for all the Palestinian children that have been killed by Israeli bombs.
Of course, I think that's a slightly ridiculous question. We always try our hardest.
I just wanted to ask. I mean, there's tens of thousands of innocents have been killed by the IDF, and just wondered how you felt about it.
I mean, the figures are another issue, but let's be clear: the way that Hamas has fought us, and of course, let's say at the outset that every civilian killed is an absolute catastrophe. Yeah. But Hamas have designed this war to kill civilians. That's the way they fight us. That's the way they want. In fact, Matthew, this is the only way they think they can beat us, is not through tank columns or warfare. It is the battle in the media. They think They're not upset that Palestinian
They
civilians
don't have any
been killed.
tanks either, though, to be fair, do they?
Yeah, but they're
When you
only
control,
upset.
You control all
Their
the
own-
borders.
Well, no, they've got some pretty lethal weapons.
Yeah, but-
you know,
but they
we've
don't
lost
have columns of tanks,
689 of our soldiers have fallen since, including October the 7th. We're fighting a vicious enemy, yes, without tanks, but an enemy which is a jihadi enemy, which doesn't mind if it sacrifices its own people. It's only upset that more Gazan civilians have not been killed. They're not upset that there's been distraction in Gaza. They're only upset there hasn't been more destruction in
Okay,
Gaza. This is
David-
the jihadi enemy we're facing.
Thanks for watching. Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and hit subscribe to stay updated with our latest content. Until next time, stay informed and inspired. This is Djobnik signing off.